What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine,
And I'm still James.
the hungry one over there.
God, why that had to become real?
So we about to do a little trailer reaction to Bloodshot. We did not get this. It came out like Monday. Meant to do it Monday. Didn't get a chance to do it. But before we do that, we got an intro. All right, we back. All right. So Vin Diesel is at it again. Vin Diesel, man, this guy is like, I'm like, he's been waiting to get in the comic book movies because I mean he's a living cartoon himself. And I'm like, he just waiting on which one. He's like, who gonna call me? Well, he is the voice of Groot, but that ain't good enough for him.
He needs to have his face in the movie, man.
Right.
And he's finally getting it.
Like, somebody need to tell Vin Diesel that he's like a 14-year-old. What a 14-year-old fantasized himself to be about. You know what I'm saying? The characters he plays.
Yes.
Or
yes.
Who you fantasize you were when you was 14, you know?
I mean, because look, his character, Calder, I want to say, from Last Witch Hunter is just his D&D character.
Yeah.
Riddick is basically just an edgelord, like, you know.
Edgelord. And Dominic Toretto is a superhero.
Yeah.
Dude, so I saw a clip for the Fast and Furious. I wish I should have pulled it up, but, man, this dude... stumped the ground and the ground just fell. Like it was like he caused an earthquake by stumping the ground. The streets always win. And then stumped the ground.
I remember that scene.
And then I remember that scene. And caused the earthquake. I was like, man, you know what, man? I'm done. I'm done.
Oh God.
Like this guy is so full of himself. It's like, dude, okay.
It's like I'm waiting for the day that they come out with a Fast and Furious where he just bitch slaps a car out of his way or something. Like, because he can do anything. He puts people through walls. He falls out of buildings and doesn't take a lick. The dude walks through explosions. I'm waiting for them to just come out and say it.
So now we about to see. Now they got an excuse for him being so badass. Now. Now the excuse is he's got superpowers somehow. I think is it like nano machines or
something like that,
parts or something like that. Are you familiar with this comic?
Not very. Very.
I heard of it before. It's from was it Valiant Comics?
Yeah.
So I'm not familiar with their whole comic run, but I think they made a couple other movies about some of their characters. I can't recall, but I remember him being like they tapped into that for movies. I had to look it up, but this character is supposed to be like a badass that's got robot upgrades and nano machines or some shit. So let's watch this trailer and then we'll have some discussion about it. I'm gonna pull it up. So Bloodshot. And from what I've seen about Bloodshot, he's like I guess he's white, but not like Caucasian white. He's like white, like So I mean, I guess like makeup white, like clown makeup white.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's fine. We don't need that. That just look too corny. So we cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm playing it now.
We are leading the way in the greatest human advancement of all time. The technology running through his veins augments his strength, his reflexes, even his healing capabilities. He's unlike anything we've seen before. And he's entirely in our control.
Commencing memory fabrication. Next mission in 3, 2, 1.
And initiate sequence.
Guy Pearce.
What happened? What am I doing here?
Look,
You got
he just wanted to be in another comic book movie,
You have
man.
been given a second chance. You have an army inside you.
I call them nanites.
They rebuilt you.
Those are in my blood.
They are your blood. Welcome to your future.
I had a nightmare. Something doesn't feel right.
They've been manipulating you. What you think is real sometimes ain't.
I had a wife, and you took her from me. You turned me into a weapon, and now it's pointing at you.
Oh, who wrote this thing?
You can't get in, Kenny.
No chance.
Oh, man.
Shit.
All right. That is all stuff I've never seen before, dude. I'm telling you. Sarcasm. So,
Yeah.
all right, we back. Bloodshot. What you think of that, man? Well, let me tell you what I think. It ain't nothing but another Fast and Furious movie. That is Dominic Toretto. They finally got a excuse for Dominic Toretto for the reason why he can do what he do. Now we know he got nanites in his blood. Okay.
You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is the backstory to Dominic Toretto. He just doesn't remember it because they wiped his memory and sent him off.
There you go.
You know, like,
yeah, it's man. What about that? What about that dialogue? You made a weapon out of me, and now it's pointed at you. Like, dude, how many times have I heard that?
oh man,
I had a wife. What did you do? It's like, and what's Guy Pearce doing there, man? It's just like,
I'm telling you, man, he just wanted to play another comic book villain.
man, they probably produced it. You know what I'm saying? Usually, when actors like the big kind of, I don't know if I would call them A-list, but the bigger name actors, when they're playing some little stupid shit like this, we producing it, so we just gonna put our name in it so it sell. But it looked like your typical action movie. It looked like some of the scenes could be kind of fun though, but it's like I've seen all this shit before. It's like it's nothing in there I have not seen. Maybe the dude with the arms look kind of cool.
Like, I don't know about that, but like even like the nano machine swarm, I'm like, that's just from I've seen that.
Man, it's a mix of Upgrade. What else? Terminator. It's just a mix of all other movies.
It's just your usual sci-fi action, cartoonish nonsense,
which should be on Netflix.
It should, but
I hope they do this on Netflix. I don't want to go to movies to see this, but I'll chill, watch it on Netflix one day. You know, but
I mean, and I think at this point it's just like if Vin Diesel wants to be in a movie, the movie will get made.
Right.
So
whatever his adolescent mind fantasize about, he's going to make a movie about it. Like,
there's a reason Riddick is still around. Like, they still coming out with another one of those. Like, because 14-year-old me still wanted to be making Riddick movies, so we're still making Riddick movies.
But mind you, he didn't write the Riddick character. He just, I ain't gonna say he lucked into the role. He got the role and it just fit his. Yeah,
but he is the driving force behind that franchise still going.
But do you remember the first movie? He wasn't the main character. He just a standout, and it was like, okay, then it just became Riddick. But the first movie was just like a sci-fi horror. Was it Pitch Black?
Pitch Black. Yeah,
Pitch Black was just a sci-fi horror kind of thing. He wasn't even on the cover until people was like, "Hey, that guy's cool," Then Then it was all about Riddick, and then when they re-released the DVD, you see his face on the cover. But the original, I remember when I went to see that movie when it first came out, and I remember going to see it just because I wanted to see a horror movie, not because I was like, oh, that cool guy with the glasses. You know, I didn't know
with his welding
was.
goggles on.
Yeah, yeah, welding goggles. But no, it's the same old shit, man.
Yeah.
They need to stop. And then it's just the dialogue. It makes you roll your eyes as they saying it, you know.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder, is the dialogue that bad because they don't want Vin Diesel to step out of his range? Is that what it is?
I ain't even talking about just him. Just when the doctors tell him he's the best weapon we ever had. He can heal instantly. He can do this. It's like, okay, he's something we never seen before. We seen it before. We see it all the time.
Look, because I hate to come down on the exposition department, the writing department, but if every line you have is telling the story to the audience, it's probably not good.
Well, yeah, but okay, let's just say this though, it's a dumb action movie, so
True.
We cannot have those expectations to have great dialogue. All I ask is just give me something that I want to say. Give me something I haven't seen, or do it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Do it in a different way that, you know what? We know this is the same tired story, but you did it in a way that I just didn't expect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like in the same way Gemini Man gets a bit of a pass because the movie exists as basically a commercial for this new technology.
Yeah.
If they had something new in this, something we'd never seen, it's like, okay, it's a dumb action flick, but you just want us to see what you could do.
Right. But the healing factor or whatever, like it's just like Wolverine. Show me something.
And let's not forget, it's like the cheapest superpower ever.
I know.
Like everybody and their mama got a healing factor. Okay.
I know. I mean, this is like no consequence, and you don't actually have to dodge the bullet. You could just get shot. Oh, I just heal. Oh, okay. The nano machines just heal me. I'm like, okay, or whatever. I'm not gonna complain about the powers. It's just the setup. The setup is just so cliched and corny. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I can have a little fun with it. Like I said, the guy with the mechanical arms, which is Dr. Octopus. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Doc Ock. I mean, y'all stealing everything.
They match up with a lot of their usual tropes, and you got your loud, exuberant black guy.
Well, you got the one person that's telling them, "Hey, they're using you, they're fooling you, or whatever," and then you got the one doctor that's lying to them or whatever. It's the same shit. Only thing I can do is like try to enjoy the little action they give you. Yeah,
that's pretty much it. It's nice to see one of the other, comic companies get their name on screen, so I'll let them have that.
I mean, I'm thinking like, why do you need to keep changing his memory? Why don't you just get somebody who's willing to do the shit? I'm sure you got a lot of mercenaries that just do the jobs.
Because there's a ton of black bag men out there, okay? There's no way they couldn't find some mercenary that was willing to get superpowers.
I mean, I guess this is that's part of the storyline. I guess they got a good reason. But as far as what I'm looking at, it's like you just change his memories, and I guess his wife was fake or whatever, or maybe she was real.
Maybe.
That's probably gonna be the whole thing. They got to find out if she's real or not, and he's gonna say she's real. Then they're gonna convince her she's not. Then he's gonna find out later that she is. Whatever.
Like, oh, you miss your wife? You never had a wife.
I know. I can see the doctor right now. You never had a wife. I made her up. It was that was actually my wife. And I put it in a program for you. Like that?
Wait, look, so it's technically just Hardcore Henry.
Exactly. Hardcore Henry and Upgrade.
Like you know what? Hardcore Henry and Upgrade. That's exactly what this movie is. They just didn't do the first person because they didn't want you to see that connection.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I had fun with both of those movies, and Upgrade was actually better than I thought. Hardcore Henry, it was a fun movie, but it was just a little too off. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
I watched that movie, We kind of stayed there for the credits because I saw it with a couple friends and we didn't mean to. We just couldn't get up because we was so.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? We was just kind of looking at ourselves like, what the fuck did we just watch? But no, it was just a fun ride. So that's all this could be. A fun ride. All right, I guess we got to wrap up.
Hold up, man.
All right, y'all. Thanks for checking out the video. We're going to wrap up. And subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for checking out the video. We out of here. Peace.